back to another video. We're doing something a little different today. I thought I would mix it up and do something I haven't really quite done before and do a little bit more editing and stuff. So today we are going to do a video about top 10 EA builds that are actually good. So like the builds that are built by EA in different packs or in base game. We're gonna go over some of my favorites and why I think they are actually good and why you should probably, use them. I know that Sims isn't known for their builds unless it was made by like Game Changers, but from EA usually we get like lackluster builds overall, but there are a few diamonds in the rough that I'd love to cover. We're gonna just cover basically some of base game and some older expansion builds, not the most recent ones because obviously they have been getting Game Changers to build for them, so a lot of the builds are way better now, so it wouldn't be fair to compare. So this video will be the top 10 EA builds that I think are actually good. So with that being said, let's get started. So in number 10, we have Vista Quarry, which can be found in Oasis Springs, and it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, not quite starter home. This was base game, is kind of a more modern home, and a lot of modern homes in The Sims just don't look good, but I do think this one actually does the job and like stands out. So this is a great spot to live in if you're seeking a decent priced, slightly modern home. I do like the colors in this build, the blues and the greens, and this the use of the base game furniture. Obviously this is just comes with base game, so you get what you get, but they make it look fairly decent, and it even has a nice backyard. So I just like how this one looked, and I thought it was good to be number 10 on our list. Number 9 on our list is actually an apartment. There are 2 apartments on this list because I think they are unique enough. This one is, I don't know how to say it. Is it 8 land grab, I guess? In San Myshuno in Uptown. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, $116,658. If you want to buy it, and it looks like the rent is $5,000, deposit is $25,000. It is not a cheap place to live, but of course it's a land grab, so what do you expect? This apartment is a 2-story apartment, which is really nice. When you're in the city, you get multiple places to see the city views, and has everything that a small family would want. It's the ideal Upper East Side luxury apartment with plenty of space for the whole family to enjoy. You just gotta be rich enough to be able to afford it. But the decor is really nice, it's modern, and you got good views. And number 8 on our list is called the Lighthouse. It is not a lighthouse. I don't know why it's called that. Don't worry about it. This one is in Windenburg. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. It costs 165,282 simoleons if you wanted to purchase it. And while most of Windenburg's residences are often very like old-fashioned because the town is very historical and rural in setting, this home stands out because it's more modern. It's on a great location right on the island's beach. So you're on an island on a beach. It's beautiful. And despite being surrounded by nature, the house itself is very clean, minimalistic, and has a lot of warm tones with, of course, lots of open space and natural lighting. If you want to live in this house, you'd have to evict the Urgensen family. I don't know if I said that right, but they live there now, and yes, like I said, just evict them if you want to live there. So those are the reasons why the Lighthouse is number 8 on my list of EA builds that are actually good. Number 7 is our next apartment. It is the Hackham House in San Myshuno, found in the Arts Center. Without a doubt, one of the game's most interesting decorated apartments, I think. The interior design is stunning for the eccentric artistic family that is attempting to navigate their life in the city and try to make a name for themselves with their art. I like the uniqueness of the style. You can tell a lot of care went into the creation of this apartment, and I love to see it. Number 6 on our list is Yuma Heights. This one is in base game in Oasis Springs. It is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 310,948 simoleon mansion. It's a big one. The thing I like about Oasis Springs architecture is the contrast between like old terracotta and modern, and this is one of the more terracotta styled homes and is actually well decorated. This beautiful desert home is great for a large family. Obviously, there's tons of beds and tons of bathrooms, and the large front yard provides great contrast to the desert, and you have lots of space to add more things. And I love the stone of the home on the outside and the brick roof. There's a lot of balconies and archways, so they use these to create that signature terracotta home look, and that is the key to making this house actually fit in with this style. That's why it is on the list. Halfway, guys. This is number 5, and this is another base game one. In Willow Creek, this is Umbridge Manor. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, and the cost is 171,967 simoleons. So not super cheap, but at least a little bit cheaper than one of the other ones we just saw. So most homes in Willow Creek lack like a wow factor, but Umbridge Manor really has a surprisingly well executed and sleek design that makes sense and doesn't appear too clunky or empty. Has a lot of marine and colonial vibes. This house is exactly the right size for a medium-sized family. And I like how the style is kind of like New Orleans kind of style still in Willow Creek in general. So like it's cool that we get this style and it actually looks pretty good. You know, like there's a lot of houses that are just super empty and boring, and this is not one of them. It also has good landscaping on the outside as well. So I'm really happy with this manor, and I hope you guys like it as our number 5 build that is actually decent in The Sims 4. So, number 4 is Strahd Mansion in Forgotten Hollow. This is Vlad's house, the vampire house in the vampire world. This is only available if you have the vampire game pack, but it is a gorgeous build. I just had to show it off. I know it may be controversial, but look at this. This is so pretty in its own way, right? So the architecture, it's very fitting of a dark theme. The Gothic meets Victorian aesthetic. This mansion in particular is definitely worth exploring. There's some parts I didn't show in this video as well because the underground is harder to get video in, and there's just a lot of different rooms and like little balconies and stuff, but you do get a good overview of the aesthetic of the house. And this one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that costs 174,706 simoleons to purchase. So you can evict Vlad if you like. Take this for your own Vampire Sims legacy. And yeah, there's lots of details. There's a secret cellar and just so many little things added to this build that I think it's definitely up there in terms of quality for our list. And number 3 coming up is Oakenstead in Willow Creek. This is another gorgeous New Orleans style build with a lot of great landscaping and just overall stunning property in Willow Creek base game. It's crazy. This is the world's most costly vacant house. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home at a cost of 252,953 simoleons. So you might need to save up a little bit before you can live in this home or use money cheats, but I won't tell you to do that. The house is surrounded by magnificent landscaping, and the colonial style is just perfect. And the exterior detailing is actually really nice in this build as well. You will see that the construction overall is just like so detailed, and like they took care when they built this. There's a lot of good sitting spaces and just in general nice rooms in this build. Yeah, it's base game, so you know the colors are still maybe not the best overall, but I think the outside looks so nice. Like, isn't that just so grand? I would love to live there. And then look at the backyard. Look at that little gazebo. It's custom and so cool. You can tell I really like this one. So this is our number 3. And number 2 in Windenburg, surprise, surprise, Von Windenburg Estate, which is a large, beautiful family home. I guess is maybe from the family that founded Windenburg. I have no idea. I'm just making that up right now, but it sounds like it could be. Kind of like a mini mansion and a modest estate house. It's not quite as big as you might think, but it still has 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms and comes at a cost of 273,404 simoleons. And there also is a basement, as you just saw. Overall, it has a lot of contemporary design and also kind of a mix of country style as well. So it's kind of like a mix of both, and I just think it's a really beautiful house. Has a great pool in the backyard. The brick and the wainscoting on the outside of the build is just so detailed. The window boxes and everything, I just really like this build. And it's on an island. Like, you can't beat the location of this house as well. And finally, for number 1 on the list, we have Reef Finery in Soulani. This comes with island living. Obviously, it's a beautiful island home. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 55,823 simoleon cost, so it's fairly affordable. You live right on the water. It's a very cool layout. It has an underneath outdoor patio area, and then on top is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it's open to the ocean, and it's just gorgeous, and it's easily my favorite VA build right now. Hopefully you guys like this video. I hope you like me ranting about what builds are good and whatnot. If you want to see me do any more things like this, leave me a comment and let me know, I guess. I don't know. This is the first time I've done something along this lines, and I just thought it would be a good change of pace. I will get back to building very soon, don't you worry, but this was kind of a let's just talk about builds and stuff for a video. I don't know. I liked it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!